Nehemiah chapter 5. Then there arose a great cry of the people and of their women against their brothers the Yehudim. For there were that said, We, our sons and our daughters are many. Let us get grain, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, We are mortgaging our fields and our vineyards and our houses. Let us get grain because of the dearth. There were also that said, We have borrowed money for the king's tribute upon our fields and our vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brothers, our children as their children. And lo, we bring into slavery our sons and our daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought into slavery already. Neither is it in our power to help it, for other men have our fields and our vineyards. And I was very angry when I heard their cry and these words. Then I consulted with myself and contended with the nobles and the rulers, and said to them, Ye exact usury, every one of his brother. And I held a great assembly against them. And I said to them, We, after our ability, have redeemed our brothers the Yehudim that were sold to the nations. And would ye even sell your brothers, and should they be sold to us? Then held they their peace, and found not a word. Also I said, The thing that ye do is not good. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God, because of the reproach of the nations, our enemies? And I likewise, my brothers and my servants, do lend them money and grain. I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them, even this day, their fields, their vineyards, their oliveyards, and their houses, also the 100th part of the money and of the grain, the new wine and the oil, that ye exact of them. Then said they, We will restore them, and will require nothing of them. So will we do, even as thou sayest. Then I called the priests, and took an oath of them, that they would do according to this promise. Also I shook out my lap and said, So God shake out every man from his house and from his labor that performeth not this promise. Even thus be he shaken out and emptied. And all the assembly said, Amen, and praised Yahweh. And the people did according to this promise. Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be the governor in the land of Yehudah, from the 20th year even to the 32nd year of Artahshashta the king, that is 12 years, I and my brothers have not eaten the bread of the governor, but the former governors that were before me were chargeable to the people, and took of them bread and wine, besides 40 thekalim of silver. Yea, even their servants bear rule over the people, but so did not I, because of the fear of God. Yea, also I continued in the work of this wall, neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither to the work. Moreover, there were at my table of the Yehudim and the rulers 150 men, besides those that came to us from among the nations that were round about us. Now that which was prepared for one day was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared for me, and once in 10 days store of all sorts of wine. Yet for all this I demanded not the bread of the governor, because the slavery was heavy upon this people. Remember to me, O my God, for good, all that I have done for this people.